Hello everyone. So just quickly, I just want to tell you that I've cut out a lot of stuff. Don't question it. I'm sparing our time. Just bear with me. Okay? Okay. Hello everyone. My name is Nuka. So I've cut out a lot of this second episodes of recording just to save time because I am painfully annoying to watch build because I will gather 5 stone, place 5 stone, gather 5 stone again, and then place them again instead of just gathering a lot in once. And let me tell you, it was painfully annoying to edit. So nonetheless, I'm saving you some time and I hope you enjoy the show. And okay, so thanks for watching. That sounds like I'm ending it. I'm not ending it. We're starting. Keep watching. Now, when we ended last episode, we were returning home with our new dog. Of course, we immediately started building. We definitely didn't go get resources like I told you. We definitely did way too much. But nonetheless, I have spared a lot of the building process for you guys because it is like, there's a lot of it, okay? But while building, we also had a volunteer in our building crew. He eventually took a hint and got out of the building area. Also on that note, last episode I asked you guys what we should name our cute little friend, but while looking at all the options, I really like Bias. I don't know if it's pronounced Bias, but that's what we're going with. So I really want to thank you guys so much for all the name suggestions. I really appreciate it. But also, back to building. I wanted to make like a staircase down from our build, but then realized that we could actually make a double-sided staircase. And I've never done that before, so I had to try it out. And you know, I really liked it. Eventually, I did also do some of the grading, or I don't know if you call it grading, shading, whatever. I changed some blocks so it wasn't so flat. After putting a little roof over said little storage, we were finally able to put in some barrels, some workbenches, furnaces, and even a stone cutter to make it a little more cozy, like a little workspace. Who doesn't like a little workspace? After that, we slowly started decorating the outsides because, you know, I can't stop decorating and I have to do it. You can't have a flower pot without flowers, so I had to go get those. While being out on that adventure, we also found some firefly bushes, which I adore. It's my favorite, not really, but it's sort of my favorite because it adds these teeny tiny particles that fly around and I love them. They add so much like coziness and eventually I started placing down some more chests inside the little storage area that we had. This is not how they're gonna stay. It looks, I just put, okay, I needed chests, okay? Sheared some sheep because it was time to make the walls of the house. And can I just take this time to thank you guys so much for all the love and support on the last video? I really want to cry about it because it was so sweet. Sorry, I had to get it out of my system. I was expecting that video to get 10 views. We're just below 200 and I want to cry about it, okay? I am so thankful and I really appreciate you guys enjoyed the video. It really means a lot to me. Eventually, it finally became time to sort out our chests. And have I fully sorted it yet? No, it was just the basics. Some of it goes here, some of it goes there. I just needed to empty my inventory somewhere more, a little more sorted. Also, look at this front, okay? It's not done, it's not perfect, but look at those fireflies. In the middle of building, I also did a little bit of villager trading, repairing. We got a few Fletchers and I think we have 3 librarians. Right off the bat, I don't remember what I have besides mending on those guys. I'll have to keep you updated on that one. And of course, nonetheless, it was back to building once again. After placing down the pillars of our house, we had to go out on adventures. Not for fun adventures, but because I badly needed dark oak wood. And let me tell you, I have 5 hours of recording of me looking for this stupid flipping wood type. And I don't remember if I kept it in, but during the first episode, one of the first areas we spot is a dark oak wood. But I didn't realize while doing this, so I ended up looking for an entirely new forest. It took me so long, but we did find some coal. And if you remember first episode, we were in dire need of coal, so I had to mine a lot of that. And being lucky, we also found hold 2 iron. We do find more later, but right here. And then we took a little stroll through the forest, found some of my favorite dogs, but did we remember bones? No, we didn't. Then we took a little stroll through a jungle, or some form of jungle. I had to grab some of these vines for later use, just saying. We also swam for a bit. I had to redo the episode 1 thing, okay? Don't mind it, I had to. Eventually, we actually found a badlands. I really like these. I really want to build with this type. Just haven't yet. Also, I have never felt more ignored in my entire life. I find this structure and I hear these drowned, but look at them. They gave no BS about me being there. None. I was so confused. I did steal from them eventually, but look at them. Also, pretty little corals. As always, you always end up finding a random portal. Typically with sometimes good stuff in them. In my case, yeah, you know. Village, ding 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 ding, could also have good stuff in them. Not in my case. This one just had nothing and I just stole their pots. Also, this confused me. Walking down the savannah, look at this. I find rails. Normally when you find rails, they're connected to like, you know, an underground mine or something. And these were just randomly placed. There was no direct entry with these rails and I was so confused about it. Did I take them so we could do villager trades at our base later? Yeah. Also, second village, or I don't remember right now. But this one was pretty neat. Also, finally, we found... Give me just mind, I spot pale oak before I spot the dark oak. I have so much respect for this kind of forest. I will never go near it at night, and I will always, when I chop the wood, you will see me always stand with my face facing the forest. Because I ain't messing with those dudes, okay? Ain't messing with them, but I had to grab some of the wood. And of course, I did also grab some of the wood that we actually came all this way for. You know, I did do some of the things we were supposed to do without getting too sidetracked, she said after 5 hours of recording. Finally, with the Doggo, we could go home to actually finish the house that, you know, we were actually building. And home sweet home. I had never been so happy to see my whatever this is at this point. I was so eager that, you know, breaking my ankles was just part of the adventure. And I immediately, when I got home, of course, I just went immediately back to mining resources. Okay, I planted some trees and waited for them to grow. You know, peak content. Eventually, they did grow and it was time to build the roof. And do I start out making my roof and immediately making a mistake? Yes, just watch. There, right there. That was supposed to be planks, not stairs. It just proves how coordinated I am, right? Everything is planned to detail. Eventually, I actually switched out our flowers when I realized that we could put cute little azaleas in them. I really like this little bush, I guess we can call it. Is it a sapling or is it a bush? I don't know, but I like them and it took a little overhand and I placed it in every single pot we had around the house. Also trying to put a little more decoration on the side of the house. We placed some upside down stairs and opened some gates to add a little more detail. We did finish placing more flower pots. And yes, I realized that upstairs also had windows, so we had to do a little adventuring out the window to hang up the last of them. Which reminds me, I don't think I've placed the underside trapdoor on these. Ah. This is the house. Is it how I wanted it to be? No. Did I have any plans on how I wanted it to be? No. So that makes sense. I actually don't mind the house. But I do kind of like it, and it's our first house. We can always build more. I am absolutely no pro builder whatsoever. I just want what feels cozy, and this house could feel cozy once we start to add a little more detail to it. Downstairs, we have our little workspace with a little area for everything you should need. There to be storage once I, finish it. Inside the house, we also haven't decorated yet because I'm a stupid, but there is supposed to be a kitchen, and then I'm planning on making a little living space area on the other side of it. When you come upstairs, there's this open area where I plan to put down our enchantment table once I, gather the resources for it. On the other side, we have our 2B bedroom that currently is just 2 beds. It is what it is, and I really want to thank you guys so much for watching. We didn't get any other things than building done this episode, and I do apologize, but that is like 7 hours of recording at this point. My plan now is to focus on getting all the resources to start building our sheep pen, or stable if you want to call it that, and hopefully be able to give you guys some time lapses. But thank you so much. I really appreciate all the love and support, and that's it for me today. Bye!